everyone. So, you know how we're always talking about game changers for creators? Well, get this. YouTube is rolling out automatic dubbing. Yeah, you heard that right. And it's a potential game changer for reaching a global audience without, needing a whole voice acting budget. Wild, right? This recent episode of the Intelligentsia Artificial PPT podcast, it really got me thinking about this.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating stuff. This tech, it could really reshape how we think about content creation.
Right. And the thing is, it's not just like, basic translation, right? This AI thing, it can actually pick up on like a creator's voice, their style, and like mimic it.
It's incredible. The AI analyzes all those little things, your intonation, your pacing, even like the breaths you take. And then it replicates all of that, but in another language.
It's like, whoa, your voice can travel the world now. Instead of, that sort of robotic, flat, dubbed voice, it can actually sound like you, just speaking a different language. It's pretty wild.
Exactly. And think about it. People, they connect with authenticity, right? With that connection. Yeah. It's not limited by language anymore, which is huge.
And the thing is, it's not some complicated process. I mean, you literally you upload your audio file to YouTube Studio and bam, you've got dubbed versions just like that. It's kind of amazing. But what I'm really curious about is, how this impacts creators, especially those in like really niche communities,
Oh, absolutely. For niche creators, this is massive. I mean, think about it. Let's say you're a creator, right? And you specialize in, I don't know, ancient Roman pottery techniques, something like that. Before this, you're pretty limited to, maybe an English-speaking audience. But now, pottery enthusiasts worldwide, they can find your content, engage with it, all thanks to this tech.
That's what's so cool about it. It's like everyone has the potential to reach a global audience, no matter how niche their thing is. If you've got a passion, you can share it with the world.
Absolutely. And we can't forget about the financial side of things. Reaching a global audience, especially those higher paying markets, that can mean a significant boost in ad revenue. For some creators, this could be, life-changing in terms of income growth.
It's just like that point the podcast host made, right? This isn't just about translating words, it's about opportunity, straight up.
Exactly. It's about giving creators the power to make a living, a real living, from their passion, no matter where they are or what language they speak. And it's not just, those niche creators or whatever, right? Yeah. Think about like educational content, a lecture from some, big-time professor, a documentary filmed, I don't know, somewhere really far away. All of a sudden it could be accessible to, well, anyone, really.
Yeah, it's like we're breaking down all these language barriers. But, okay, let's be real for a sec, right? No tech is perfect right out of the gate. And the podcast host did mention, sometimes the voices, they could sound a little robotic.
Yeah, true. It's still early days for this tech. But remember, like way back when text-to-speech first came out, it was, really robotic sounding. And now you got AI voices that are like shockingly realistic.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. So not perfect yet, but it's getting there, and fast. And for creators listening, this is your chance to get ahead of the curve. Imagine being the one who really figured out this tech early on.
Absolutely. This is the time to be experimenting, pushing those boundaries.
Yeah.
But even beyond the immediate step for creators, the long game here is really interesting to think about. We're talking about a future where language isn't this like barrier to information anymore.
Yeah, for viewers, it's like the world just get a whole lot bigger. You could be into some niche thing like, I don't know, underwater basket weaving, and boom, there's a whole community speaking another language you can now connect with. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Exactly. Imagine like you're watching a movie, right? And it's from some country you always wanted to visit. And you're hearing the actual actors in their language, but you understand every word. It's a whole different way to experience something.
It makes you think, like, what could this do for cultural exchange? No more cheesy dubbing in movies where the lips don't match up or anything. This could be huge for, like, global cinema.
And what about travel? Imagine you go somewhere, you don't speak the language, but you've got real-time translation right there on your phone, accurate and in your ears.
That would be amazing. No more struggling with phrase books or anything. But it goes beyond travel, right? Imagine international business deals, conferences, all that. So many barriers just disappear.
Exactly. The possibilities are just, well, pretty much endless when you think about it. And yeah, the tech is amazing and all, but the really cool part is, what it means for us, for humans, connecting on a global scale like never before.
It's like, I don't know, what's that saying? It's a small world, but like actually small, because we can all understand each other. It's pretty wild to think about.
And it makes you wonder, like, what are we going to see from creators now that this is even an option,
Yeah, exactly. Like, will we have teams of creators from all over making stuff together? Or I don't know, maybe viewers will start wanting everything dubbed, even stuff in their own language just because they're used to it.
That's an interesting thought. I mean, it can change everything about how we think about making and watching stuff, right?
Totally. Imagine some show comes out, right? But it's not just a hit in one country. It's huge everywhere because everyone, everywhere can actually get it, in a way that feels natural to them.
Exactly. And think about education, right? Someone, I don't know, in India could be learning from the best teacher in the world who's speaking English, but they understand perfectly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are or what language you speak, everyone can learn from the best of the best. That's huge for education, for sure.
And I think that this brings us to the big question, right? What does all this mean for you, for all of us?
Yeah, I mean, as a creator, you've got to be thinking, okay, how do I jump on this? How do I get my stuff out there to the world? And for viewers, well, you've got a whole world of content to explore. It's
a pretty exciting time to be a creator and a viewer, that's for sure. Yeah. So much potential, so many possibilities.
Absolutely. So next time you're on YouTube, think about it, How could this tech change how you make stuff, how you watch stuff? You might find your next favorite creator, your next passion, all because of, automatic dubbing. Who knows?